What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about MicroStrategy today, MSTR. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, all right? It is the 12th day of May today. Here we are at about $407, coming down a little bit today, 2% on the downside. That's fine. This is kind of to be expected. We're probably going to come down, fill these gaps at about $390, $375, whatever, however low we got to go. I don't think that we're going to go too much lower. I mean, our low today is already at 401. Who's to say? I mean, that could be the low and we begin moving higher. But I think we do have a little bit of a pullback, and that's fine, right? Bitcoin's probably going to consolidate here or there. MicroStrategy will probably drop lower as Bitcoin consolidates. And then whenever Bitcoin starts running, MSTR is going to start running, but it's going to run way, way harder. Again, it is very possible that's the low. We don't have to go lower, but I would anticipate that we see prices just below 400, not just above 400 for our support zone. If we're looking at this on a daily basis here, our daily RSI has hit this 78 level on the readings there. We're coming down. We're at the overbought zone now. I think that we will come out of the overbought zone. We'll get a lower low in the RSI in tandem with a higher low in the price. That'll be hidden bullish divergence. Give us a second, or it'll give us a moment to cool off the RSI and then begin running higher. Stochastics are cooling off a little bit. Oftentimes in these very bullish phases where MSTR is moving up, we cool off. We bounce at the 66. We bounce at the 50 level. We bounce at the 65 level. You know, whatever. Like we do this. We come out. We get in. We get out. We get in. We get out. We get in. Same thing with the RSI. So I think that's just what we're doing here. MACD is showing some bearish divergence, actually. The MACD does show bearish divergence. You've got the histogram here with the high, a lower high here in the histogram, and that would call for a move at least down to about $395. So I'm pretty confident that we will see 394 or lower over the coming days, probably sometime this week. This week could be a week of consolidation, and if it's not, if we do see growth this week, I think it's going to be at the end of the week. So it's Monday now. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday might be the day that we start to grow. Thursday, Friday. MicroStrategy is a total fan of finishing the weeks strong. It likes to do that most of the time, whenever it is moving up higher at least. But we'll see. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame real quick. I mean, the 1 hour agrees. Yeah, the 1 hour looks like it wants to go lower. I would say it looks like it wants to go lower. 3 hour time frame. Just flipping bearish on the MACD there. Stochastics might not be as big of a help, but they're also bearish. The RSI looks bearish to me, so going lower it is. Weekly time frames, though. The weekly RSI is rejecting off the overbought zone. This is where I think it would be nice to see this week close green. If we could, see that 395 area or a little bit lower than that, and then come back up and close the week above 416. We don't have to get above where the week opened. We just have to get above 416 for the week to close green. If we can do that, that'll absolve the RSI from looking like it's rejecting. Even if it rejects, though, whatever, man. I don't care. You find resistance here 1 week and then go up the next week. That's what's going to happen, man, because I think Bitcoin's about to rip as well. Stochastics are crossed to the downside at the moment. We still have a whole week to go, so let's see how that goes. The weekly MACD has just crossed bullishly, and the last time that we had that happen, we look at the MACD here. The last time that this crossed bullish, we had the green flip right here. That was right here in this overall phase to the upside. So we're basically in equivalence to that same zone now. I think that we have a lot of room to grow, and we will grow over the weeks to come, over the days to come, over the month and a half to come, month and a half or so. From a high to a low, the expectation is from here, $406 with a little bit of a pullback. Sure, you're going to pull back a little bit, back test that golden ratio line right there. And then you will continue to rise. 684 might be a primary stopping point. You might find some turbulence there, and they continue to rise all the way up to this golden ratio zone where you might find some stopping resistance area. Well, why can't I talk? Where you might find a stopping point, it might be a resistance area as well, and then inevitably growing to $1,100, $1,300. The way I have it drawn here is that would take until December. I don't think it's going to take until December of this year. I actually think that really, I mean, if we're looking at this from a time perspective, I think that we will be at $1,100 to $1,300 by the end of June or early July, something like this. This is our endeavor, but there will be stops along the way at various prices, right? Various places. There were last time, right? We had stopping points here and there. There will be this time. Even if it seems like you're moving up in a straight line, you weren't, right? If we look at this on a daily time frame, there were moments, there were phases where from a high to a low, you pulled back 18%. from a high to a low over a 3-day period, you pull down 12%. You know what I mean? There were points in time where you consolidated for over a week, and then from a high to a low, you went down 17%, and various moments like that. So I do anticipate that there will be a handful of stopping points along the way, but the path is higher. $1,100 to $1,300 is the expectation. Anything higher than that is just icing on the cake, and I wouldn't be surprised if we did see higher than that, but the expectation remains 1,300. 1,200, something like that. I think 1,300, like really genuinely, I think 1,300 is probably where we're going to go. 13 to 1,500 maybe. But I got nothing else for you guys. I think I'm just talking at this point, so I'm going to end the video there. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. And don't be scared of a little volatility. We're at $406 now. We'll probably drop another 10 bucks or so. And then we'll be on our merry way, either at the end of this week or sometime next week. Definitely with a bullish finish to the month. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.